Oh, hi. I'm Timdiana, enduring it in search for credit, and I don't know what to review. I've been sitting here trying to come up with something, and I got nothing. I think it'd be easy to come up with some kind of big-time movie that needs to be questioned, but apparently not. So I'm surfing the channels, trying to brainstorm. You know what? Maybe I'm thinking too hard on this. Maybe instead of reviewing a big-time movie, I should review a big-time show. Yeah, that's like a good idea. So here's what I'll do. The next show I see on the TV, I'm going to review it. So, let's get started.
My little pony, my little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. My little pony. You will share this magic with me.
Heartwarming.
Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Did you know you are my very best friends?
What happened? That's My Little Pony. I just said I'd review My Little Pony. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is a dream. No, it's not a dream. I'm reviewing My Little Pony. They don't pay me enough to do this. Here goes nothing. My Little Pony is a franchise that has been around for ages. One of Hasbro's poster items, along with Transformers. Like Transformers, My Little Pony eventually gained a show. In fact, a few shows to be exact. And within those list of shows, I never watched a single one. Why, might you ask? Well, I could probably give a definitive lecture on why. But it might be easier just to say it like this.
I'm a man! We're men!
So yes, My Little Pony had little to no effect. As far as I was concerned, My Little Pony just disappeared from the face of the earth. That wasn't until I heard about My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. When I first heard of this show's success, I thought it was a joke. However, I turned out to be very much mistaken. The show has showed little girls, apparently adults, particularly grown men, the meaning of love and friendship. How? How did this show get so popular?
A fine question indeed, Timdiana.
Professor Meme?
Correct, sir.
What are you doing here?
I am here to educate you, Timdiana, on the grand chronicles of My Little Pony.
Okay.
You see, Timdiana, the influence of My Little Pony does not just come from the show's ratings, but from its influence on the World Wide Web. Well, you see, My Little Pony is what we like to refer in this field as a super meme.
A super meme?
Correct. See, unlike your normal memes, a super meme is a meme so grand that it spurs smaller memes from its greatness. Whether it be pictures, videos on YouTube, or more pictures. Whether it be the case, it all comes from one source.
There's no such thing.
Believe what you will, sir, but heed my warning. If you choose to review this show, there is no turning back.
Oh, come on. I've covered the likes of Star Wars and Twilight. This can't be much different. I'm not afraid.
You will be. You will be.
No, I'm not. Anyways, so today I'm going to cover the first 2 episodes of My Little Pony. So, if there are no objections, not you. Let's get this review started. The story begins with a backstory of the land of Equestria. Ha! Horse reference.
Ha ha!
Anyways, the land of Equestria was run by 2 sisters. Everything was well until one day, one of the sisters turned evil. Guess which one?
The younger unicorn refused to lower the moon to make way for the dawn. The elder sister tried to reason with her, But the bitterness in the young one's heart had transformed her into a wicked mare of darkness, Nightmare Moon.
I was going to go with the older sister. So Princess Celestia imprisons her sister into the moon for over 1,000 years. Seems like a very unlikely number. And then the show continues with the theme song.
I used to wonder what friendship could be until you all shared its magic with me.
Oh, I'm going to tell you now, that theme is going to be in your mind for the rest of your life. Forever there. Waiting, watching, picking its moment. Get comfortable. The story introduces Twilight Sparkle, a pony who would rather study than make friends. It works for Batman, why can't it work for Twilight? She finds Spike to report an important message to Princess Celestia.
Tomorrow is the 1000th year of the Summer Sun celebration. It's imperative that the princess is told right away.
Why does that keep happening? Every time there's always some kind of prophecy. It's only realized until like the day before.
There, the prophecy is written.
Shouldn't we put some kind of notice on the prophecy?
What do you mean?
Well, usually these prophecies tend to be forgotten. Shouldn't we emphasize the date so...
No, I think it's pretty clear.
So the message of Princess Celestia gets to Twilight at Looney Tunes speeds. And what kind of wise wisdom does she have for Twilight?
Twilight, you know that I value your diligence and that I trust you completely. But you simply must stop reading those dusty old books.
Dusty? So Princess Celestia informs Twilight that before she can worry about the prophecy, she has something far more important to deal with.
Make some friends.
Not friends.
Twilight and Spike arrive in Ponyville. There, Twilight makes her first attempt to make a friend.
Hello?
And that's what happens when I try to make a friend. I just made myself feel bad. Twilight and Spike's first visit is to the apple farm, where the food is being taken care of for the Summer Sun celebration. There, they meet Applejack. She's in charge of the farm and has the accent to prove it.
This here's apple fritter, apple bumpkin, red gallop, red delicious, caramel apple, apple strudel, apple tart, baked apples, apple brioche, apple cinnamon crisp, Macintosh, apple bloom, and Granny Smith. Up and at 'em, Granny Smith. We got guests.
And let's not forget Johnny Appleseed. Twilight's next stop is dealing with the pony in charge of the weather, which turns out to be a Pegasus pony named Rainbow Dash. A spunky little pony who declares herself the fastest pony in all of Ponyville.
Look around and wait. What I say? 10 seconds flat.
Well, she did beat Starscream in a death battle, so I believe her. Next, they go to the decorations, where they meet Rarity.
No. Oh, goodness, no.
How are my spines? Are they straight?
That's a pony. And you're a dragon.
Help!
I stand corrected, Pinky. That is a horse. You are an imbecile.
Rarity goes on to take Twilight and decides to remodel her.
Too green, too yellow, too poofy, not poofy enough, too frilly.
Looking, smile for the camera. Look, there it is. Let's smile at the camera. There you go, you're beautiful darling.
We are gonna be the best of friends, you and I.
I'm beginning to see a certain pattern in this episode.
I'd say they're already part of the family. I can't wait to hang out some more. We are gonna be the best of friends, you and I.
The word of the day is friend. The next pony Twilight meets is Fluttershy, and you can probably guess what her personality is like.
Music and it's sounding beautiful. What's your name?
So, Fluttershy.
A baby dragon!
But, never mind. Fluttershy shows that she has a love for animals. And she would probably had some kind of declaration of friendship to Twilight if Twilight didn't shut the door in Fluttershy's face.
Sorry, Spike. But I have to convince the princess that Nightmare Moon is coming and we're running out of time. I just need to be alone so I can study without a bunch of crazy ponies trying to make friends all the time.
There's a bunch of ponies in the dark waiting to surprise Twilight, isn't there?
Surprise! Surprise! I'm Pinkie Pie. I threw this party just for you. Were you surprised? Were you? Very surprised. Libraries are supposed to be quiet. Well, that's silly. What kind of welcome party would this be if it were quiet? I mean, duh. Boring. I saw you when you first got here, remember? You were all hello, and I was all, remember? I never saw you before, and if I never saw you before, that meant you're new. Because I know every pony, and I mean every pony in Ponyville. And if friends and you must be lonely, and that made me so sad, and I had an idea. And that's why I went, I should throw a great, big, ginormous, super duper spectacular welcome party and invite everyone in Ponyville.
She's always like this, isn't she?
Yes,
And she's the most popular pony.
pretty much.
Figures. So all the ponies gather to see the sunrise for the summer sun celebration. There, Princess Celestia will raise the sun. Except this year, it does not go according to plan.
She's gone.
See, this is what happens when a princess runs a kingdom. They always get captured. I'm going to call the Mushroom Kingdom and see what they know. With the princess gone, who should appear but her evil sister, Nightmare Moon?
You're here to...
Don't you even say it!
From this moment forth, the night will last forever!
For a second there, I thought she was going to say take over the world.
Of course!
Get the fuck off my show. So, with all hope lost, Nightmare Moon laughs into the night. Twilight decides to find a way to stop Nightmare Moon with the elements of harmony.
There are 6 elements of harmony, but only 5 are known. Kindness, laughter, generosity, honesty, and loyalty. The 6th is a complete mystery.
Please don't tell me the 6 elements, Heart. So Twilight and the others are off to the forest to find the elements of harmony. Watch as these brave ponies venture into the unknown. See, as they're willing to challenge anything that comes in their way. Yes, nothing can stop them now! Well, they're dead. Let's go home. Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy are able to make the save, except for Twilight, who just so happens to be hanging off a cliff.
Let go.
Are you crazy?
No, I ain't. I promise you'll be safe.
That's not true!
Now listen here. What I'm saying to you is the honest truth. Let go, and you'll be safe.
Alright, fine, she doesn't die. But can you blame me for doing that? Sometimes the most obvious jokes are the most entertaining. The next obstacle is a manticore of all things, which is stopped by Fluttershy, and she so happens to find a thorn in the manticore's paw.
How did you know about the thorn? I didn't. Sometimes we all just need to be shown a little kindness.
Well, yeah, there's that, but it helps to know the story of the lion and the mouse. The 6 ponies continue their journey, only to be stopped by some frightening trees. Oh, come on, those trees aren't nearly as frightening as the ones in Snow White.
Pinkie, what are you doing? Run! Oh, girls, don't you see? When I was a little filly and the sun was going down.
Tell me she's not.
Darkness and the shadows, they would always make me down.
She is.
I'd hide under my pillow from what I thought I saw. But Grammy Pie said that wasn't the way to deal with fears at all.
Then what
Does she? All the time.
I'll giggle at the ghostly, guffaw at the grossly, crack up at the creepy, whoop it up with the weepy, chortle at the kooky, snortle at the spooky.
Well, that was mildly entertaining. The girls then find themselves stuck because of a raging river which is being caused by a sea serpent.
What a world! What a world!
And apparently has the personality of Maximilian Pegasus.
Well, I don't know. I was just sitting here, minding my own business, when this tacky little cloud of purple smoke just whisked past me and tore half of my beloved mustache clean off.
Blah.
Fortunately, Rarity gives up part of her tail to give the serpent his dignity back, where he is then happy to help the ponies cross the river. Now the six are stuck between another gap, but Rainbow Dash is able to cross to tie the bridge together. However, she is stopped by the Shadow Bolts, three ponies who are clearly not there to tempt Rainbow Dash and are clearly not evil.
The most magnificent,
Yep.
swiftest,
Yes.
bravest flyer in all the land.
Let's not forget she beat a Transformer in a fair fight. That should count for something. But when the choice comes between the suspicious team or Rainbow Dash's friends, Rainbow Dash picks her friends, once again beating Nightmare Moon's obstacle. You know, at this point, I think Nightmare Moon is better off going with a more practical approach, like, I don't know, hurl a lightning bolt or something. At long last, the ponies make it to the castle and find the elements of harmony. But before Twilight can figure out the secret behind the elements, Nightmare Moon tries to take them, but not until Twilight chases her.
Come on!
Wait, they only warped like a couple of yards? It's kind of anticlimactic, don't you think? Twilight confronts Nightmare Moon in order to get the element.
You're kidding. You're kidding, right?
I thought we were leading to something more epic there. Never mind. Twilight tries to tap into the power of the element, but has no success in doing so. That's when she realizes that the real power of the elements actually comes from all of her friends. Applejack represents honesty, Fluttershy is kindness, Pinkie Pie is laughter, Rarity is generosity, and Rainbow Dash is loyalty. Which leads to the last element, which is of course...
The element of magic.
Yes, because magic plays an effect in everything that deals in harmony. Clearly.
By your powers combined, I am Captain...
What? The six defeat Nightmare Moon and bring the day back to Equestria. Princess Celestia then shows up, explaining the lesson that had to be learned. But let's be honest, she was just trying to avoid the conflict. We also discover that Nightmare Moon has been reverted to her original self. How? I don't know, magic or something. So everyone returns to Ponyville, where the celebration begins. However, Twilight is upset, feeling that with her quest over, she would have to go back and leave all her friends. So, Princess Celestia decrees that Twilight can stay in Ponyville, as long as she continues her mission about the importance of friendship, which sets up the main idea of the show.
Isn't this exciting? I'm excited. I've never been so excited. Well, except for the time that went, but I mean, really.
Let's just wrap this up, shall we? My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is not my cup of tea. I'm just too set in my ways to become a full-out fan. But I'll admit, it's not bad. The story structure is pretty understandable, with every episode ending in some kind of lesson about friendship. And I really do understand that. But I could argue that story structure could get repetitive at times. I'll also admit that the writing is fairly entertaining, as it does seem to know which the audience it's targeting. But all the factors about this show, really the strongest aspect are the characters. The six main ponies are very memorable, and seem to be very well-written characters. I'm not going to say that My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is for everyone. But if you just don't happen to turn it on, don't worry. It really isn't a bad time. In fact, it could be, dare I say, fun. So, with no objections, it's time to finish this review. Okay, fine. You can come back as a reference. I'm Timdiana, and I just endured it.
So, now that you have been educated into My Little Pony, allow me to further your knowledge into the show. You see, this show has expanded its reach of fans from all over the world. One group of fans that have dedicated their lives and brought My Little Pony into the hash are the ones they call cronies. Now, do not be intimidated by them. Do not judge them. Not all of them are bad. Not all of them are creepy. Some of them are just normal folk, like you and myself. But what you must realize is that these people are able to expand on all kinds of things with their love of My Little Pony. So stories and art, all things can be seen within the world of the bronies. If you'd like to know more, perhaps you should check the YouTube channel of Voice This Winners. It will guide you into the world of My Little Pony. With that, we'll end our class and tell you this Professor Meme learned a lesson in your memes.
Professor Meme, what are you still doing here? The review's over.
Maybe it's not all about you. Maybe I wanted to say something. Jackass.